Number one, I think 2021 is going to be a great year because we know what we're up against. We know that there's challenges out there. We know that there's hurdles. We know that COVID is still flying around. We know there's a new variant. And there's a lot, if you look at the news, to be worried about. Of course there is. But at least we know what we're up against. And that's the fundamental difference between January 2021 and January 2020. Think back to 12 months ago. We didn't know what we were up against. When you're prepared for something, the more you're prepared, the less you fear. We've got vaccines on the way. We know how this thing spreads. We know how we handle it. We know what works. Go back 12 months, we had no idea. We didn't know what this thing did. We didn't know who it affected. We didn't know if it affected pregnant ladies or children, if it was elderly adults. We had no idea about any of this. We had no idea of how to solve it. And that created so much fear. It just poof, came out of the blue. This year, whilst there's challenges, clearly I'm not sat here saying, things are great. The UK's just gone into another strict lockdown. Again, strict lockdown number 3. Number of European cities and countries have done the same thing or doing the same thing. I'm not sat here saying it's going to be easy, but crikey, at least we know what we're up against, and that gives us an advantage on 2020. Number 2, we developed so many skills from 2020. Look at the difference in us. Don't think for a second that you are the same person as you were in January 2020. Don't think for a second that I'm the same person as I was in January 2020. We've all improved. We've all picked up new skills along the way. There's no doubt about it. We've acquired so much from 2020. I believe that we're mentally tougher. I believe that as a business, we had to pivot, or let's call it a pirouette. I think that's better. We had to change, we had to evolve, but we did. I've improved. I was too soft last year. There were points when I look back and I reflect, I wasn't strong enough, I wasn't tough enough. When it came to dealing with people maybe, when it came to dealing with some of the institutions or the trustees, I've improved. I've got tougher, I've got more aggressive, and I know that you guys have as well. I think we're more ready for battle than ever before because of the skills we picked up in 2020. Number 3, last year there was lots of uncertainty. Clients saying to us, I'll invest once COVID's sorted. I'd like to invest, but I'm a bit worried about the US election. I'll invest, but we got Brexit. Well, guess what? Those 3 things, there's so much more certainty. US elections, we've got Biden. We know that Brexit has been sorted. We've got a deal. That offers certainty. Whether you think it's a good deal or a bad deal, whether you think Biden's right or he's not right, it gives us certainty. Of course, we know we've got a vaccine on the way, being rolled out as we speak. So 2021, there's no excuses anymore. We've got certainty, and that makes it so much easier than 2020. Please do subscribe, hit the button.